dream. Feeling no hope, tired alone, needing someone else to believe. I'll be one more drop in your ocean, freedom to sail and free. Faster, sooner you'll grow. Rise high, live all at sea. Wind fills your sails, fair winds and following seas, flying on hope, never alone. It's your turn to ignite someone's dream. One more drop in your ocean, freedom to sail, be free. Faster you go, sooner you'll grow. Rising tide lifts all at sea. We're all in this together, different boats, different dreams. Drop in your ocean, freedom to sail, be free. Faster you go, sooner you'll grow. Rising tide lifts all at sea. Be one more drop in your ocean, freedom to sail, be marine. Faster you go, you'll grow. Rising tide lifts all at sea. Lifts all at sea. All righty, how is it going, everybody? I'm super thankful to be able to see you guys tonight. Feel free to let me know in the chat where you're watching from. I know some of you guys are probably out on vacation, potentially be in the summer months, or you might be elsewhere. So feel free to let us know where you're listening in from. We'd love to hear how you guys are doing. I am just finishing up, getting some stuff ready for you all, and really excited because we're going to be giving away one of the virtual house concerts tonight because it's the last day of June. So if you participated, awesome. All you had to do was to be active in the Matt Fawcett music community, the traders community. And if you are not active in there, then you're missing a huge opportunity to be a part of a fantastic community that is there to help you, as well as being able to be a part of getting this free opportunity to have me do a virtual show specifically for you. So I am super pumped. Of course, it looks like right now Kim Ellis is going to be one of the people who wins that, and then we're going to be giving away basically a second seat to that virtual house concert. I'm super excited about. So cannot wait to do that for you guys tonight. So we'll do that towards the end, but did want to make sure that you guys were aware of that because we will be doing that. And would love to take some of your questions. If you have any at this point in time, let me know. I've got some really cool stuff that I'm working on for y'all and cannot wait to hang out with you guys for a little bit, because I know it's been for some of you guys a week, and for other people it's been longer than that. So I will Need to send this out so we can grab some more people and let them know that what we're doing tonight and that they can join us. And yeah, let's see. We got Trent Martin. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Leslie, how are you doing? I'm from Maverna, Ohio. Good to see you, Leslie. Glad you are here and super pumped that you're along for the ride as well. I am originally from Southern Ohio. Grew up actually in Cedarville, Ohio. I still love being there. What is your favorite album that you have written so far? That is an excellent question. Man, it is so hard. I there's so many good ones, and I don't say that because it's like, oh, all of them are great. I really did like a lot of the songs that were on Traded It All. I know that one's not like a super big album, and it's actually been out probably the longest of all of them, other than Honest Music, which, quite frankly, if I could, I would go back and re-record Honest Music because that was one that I did for college. So there's about 12 to 14 songs on that one, and it was just the best that I could do at the time. And I loved a lot of the songwriting on there. There's just some really cool gems that are on it. That one I think is actually available on iTunes, if I recall correctly. I don't know if it's on Spotify or not, but it was definitely one of those things that, like, let me see if it's still there. Because when I released it, and oh yeah, it is on iTunes still. When I released it, this was back 2011 when I was in college, and there were 2 reviews on it for a while, and I think one of the reviews got pulled for some reason, which is kind of a bummer. I really wish they'd have left it on there, because it literally was somebody just put awful vocals, and like they were 100% correct. Like I thought this album was going to be the one that like launched me into like stardom and would just take off or whatever, and it didn't. But that comment of awful vocals actually made me take vocal lessons, because I want to make sure, okay, like I don't want anybody to complain about my voice. And there's still a little bit of that. Like I know, like for me, like the songwriting side of it is more my strong suit. But yeah, I was just really proud. There's 15 total songs on there. One of them technically is, or 2 of them are My God is Bigger. And that was before I did the production stuff with Phil. And so one of them's more of an acoustic vibe-ish version of it, but my wife is actually singing on some of the songs on that song with me. But I had a song called like Dad Loved Mom. I wrote that for my dad. And it's all about literally like if I could love my wife just as much as my dad loves my mom. To See You is a song that literally is the directions from my house to my now wife, but then girlfriend's house, that I would drive literally every 2 weeks. I was down driving 2 hours to go visit her and work at the camp. If Love Brought Me Here was specifically written for my sister, because she had a very rare case, medical condition called Guillain-Barré, and it took them a while to figure it out. So like she was basically just losing functionality of her body, and started at her like fingertips and toes and basically worked its way until she was practically paralyzed. And right as she was doing that, it was her senior year of college or senior year of high school. And right as she was going through that, I was supposed to go to camp. And I remember going and visiting her at the hospital. My car was all packed up to go to camp. And I just told my dad, like, I don't know if I should go. Like, I feel like I should just wait, because I was supposed to be there a week early to do some extra training stuff, because it was the first year that I was doing program staff, because I was a counselor 2 years before. And my dad just said, listen, like, we'll call you if anything happens, but there's nothing that you can really do here. So, just pray for her, and you go and serve and do what you need to do, and we'll let you know. And soon after that, she actually got out of the hospital. They figured out what it was. But the song If Love Brought Me Here was literally written because of that. And I don't, I'd have to pull out the chords from it, because I Actually, I wonder if I've got them. If I've got them on my computer, I'll totally try to play it right now. But it was definitely. I have not played it in years. Oh goodness, yeah, I do have it here. Yeah, do you guys want to hear a song that I haven't played in forever? Um, oh goodness, this is going to be a trip. I did not plan on doing this at all. So let's see. All right, this is called "If Love Brought Me Here." This is written for my younger sister, and yeah, here we go. To the edge of a hospital bed, wondering why did it have to be her at this point in her life? Can't this just pass, be over and complete? God, can't you heal her as I sit by your feet? If love brought me here, it's for a reason. But nothing's by chance, there's a time for each season. To beg and to cry, to live, laugh, and die. I may not know now, but there is a reason why. If love brought me here, staring in the mirror, wincing from the pain, cutting's the release of all the guilt and the shame. It's not her fault, he disguised his lust as love. God, she didn't deserve this, where's the help from above? If love brought me here, it's for a reason. For nothing's by chance, there's a time for each season. To beg and to cry, to live, laugh, and die. I may not know now, but there is a reason why. If love brought me here, sitting in a pew at a funeral way too young. He was tired of his life, and he got his dad's gun. Now hundreds born alive, ended way too soon. God, was he abandoned or destined to lose? Love brought me here, it's for a reason. But nothing's by chance, there's a time for each season. To beg and to cry, to live, laugh, and die. I may not know now, but there is a reason why. He dropped to a knee in front of her close to home. She had no idea, but her father had known. It was fairy tale till it ended in months. God, why did you take her? Wasn't his love enough? Love brought me here, it's for a reason. But nothing's by chance, there's a time for each season. To beg and to cry, to live, laugh, and die. I may not know now, but there is a reason why. We question so much, we just want all the answers. I'm sorry I'm the right. I should just say yes, sir. There wasn't there, then you come. Stars in the sky. I should think on your love before I ask her why. If love brought me here, it's for a reason. But nothing's by chance, there's a time for each season. To beg and to cry, to live, laugh, and die. I may not know now, but there is a reason why. If love brought me here, if love brought me here. Yes.
I tried that playing. It's pumped up.
Okay.
It's really squishy. Once you feel it, it will go.
So I'm in the middle of a live stream, so I'll have to come do it afterwards. So you have to ask mommy, okay?
But actually, if you actually came out, you would like break the tire or something because it's so squishy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Yeah, thank you guys so much. That was a great question. Yeah, I like the songs of that. It's been a long time since I've read it or listened to it or played it. So thanks for letting me do that for you guys. Long time. I have not played that song probably in 10 years. So thanks for bringing it up. Let's see. Leslie, my dream is to become a singer. Do you have any advice for me? My grandma is trying to get me an audition to sing the national anthem at a festival up north. I hope I get to audition. Well, that's fantastic that you have family that is encouraging you and helping you with that for sure. That is super amazing and awesome. Best advice is just use your gifts wherever God allows you to use them. There are so many different opportunities that are out there. And honestly, if you want to be a singer full time, it's great to have other things that you can bring to the table as well, like songwriting or playing an instrument and that sort of thing, just because it allows you to be able to, um, be able to go and do gigs and that sort of thing and play, or figure out a way to be able to do that if you're singing tracks and that sort of thing. Because I know a lot of friends of mine, they either play guitar or piano or they'll play with tracks. But my goal is always, as far as being a singer songwriter, the best advice I can give is always try to make sure that you can say yes if you're going to make it your full time thing. Make it possible to say yes to every gig that you possibly can, without having to rely on somebody else being able to do that unless they are pursuing it with you. Because if you are reliant on somebody else and they're not as passionate about it, or it's not really their full-time thing that they want it to be, then you end up having to rely on their schedule as well. So the best that you can do is make sure that you can say yes to every possible gig that you can, and do everything. And this is how I have my music stuff structured, basically. Just look for ways to serve people with music. That's going to be the absolute best way to grow, and also to get the most opportunities is to make sure that no matter where you are or what you're doing, you are always looking for opportunities to serve other people. I don't know why, like most of the musicians and people who are doing really well that I know, they do a really good job of serving other people, and it opens up more doors than you can imagine. So that'd be my advice. Let's see. Kay, I miss seeing your great singing. Oh, thanks so much, Kay. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you. We got Willie Gilly Music. Hey, man, it's good to see you. David Patrick Wilson, fantastic guy. Thanks so much for being here, man. Drop by for a minute before church. Sounded good. Thanks so much. Appreciate you, man. And Kathy, it has been a minute. Yes, it has. Thanks so much for being here. We're actually just kind of chatting about some different things, and answering any questions you guys might have. And the question was what my favorite record was. And I don't know if I really have a favorite record, but the first one that I ever released on iTunes is called Honest Music. And so I was just going back and reminiscing about some of the songs that were there. One's called Scioto Hills. That was literally a song about the camp that I grew up going to as a kid. And yeah, there's just a lot of good. There was a lot of individual events that happened that caused all of these songs to happen. Like Only Jesus. Oh, I got to play this one for you guys. This is another one that I have not played in forever. And it's just really sad because I should, but I remember, this is way on back in the day. I had a girlfriend. We dated for 4 years in high school, and then into the first year of college. And we ended up breaking up. I broke up with her. Really crazy God story that most people don't believe, but it is what it is, and it destroyed me. And I just remember I was waiting for some friends. There were a lot of people, freshman and sophomore year, that were really, they were just good friends. They walked with me through a time where I was just heartbroken because it was my fault. I'd hurt somebody that I loved. And again, I'd been dating this girl for 4 some years, and a lot of my identity was caught up in it. And I just didn't know what to do. And so I just, man, it hurt. And so I remember waiting for my friends, standing up by our student center, and I had a receipt in my back pocket. And literally the chorus, which is only Jesus can heal me now, only his blood that washes me somehow, only God can rescue my weary soul, and the Spirit come and take control. So we'll see if I can remember exactly how all the chords and stuff go for it. But I did a lot of growing with this song. I don't know how I think, and I don't know. I gotta figure out what capo this is. Yeah, there we go. All right. I think when I originally played this, it was on a 12-string guitar, which is. And I don't know how I think, I don't know how I feel. All I know is there's something wrong with the heart and it needs to heal. I try to think the way I believe, but it doesn't feel right. How can I go on with this feeling inside that keeps me up at night? And only Jesus can heal me now. Only his blood that washes me somehow. Only God can rescue my weary soul, and the Spirit come take control. And it's still really hard to trust him without a doubt, but I know in my heart this world I'll do without. This burden I'll throw down, it's weighed me down too long. I'm gonna drink from the river of living water I rely on. And only Jesus heal me now. Only his blood that washes me somehow. Only God can rescue my weary soul, and the Spirit come take control. Only Jesus heal me now. Only his blood washes me somehow. Only God can rescue my weary soul, and the Spirit come and take control. Yeah, it has been a minute. I love that song. What other ones have you guys not heard? Go ahead and shout out a song that you haven't heard from me before. Just kidding. It is kind of interesting though, because the original "My God Is Bigger," there's a pretty stark difference on some things. One, there was actually kind of a pre-chorus that never made it into the new version of it. And then there was also kind of a repeating section that was actually from another song, I think. That was pretty crazy. And it started off in a different key. My God is bigger. than the stars in the sky. My God is bigger than the question why. My God is bigger. And this is what we changed from the new one. The old lyric was, than the salty sea. My God is big enough to love me. And the part that we took out for the recorded version, or the latest one that came out, was, a heart so big, wrongs can be lost, but not without notice. There was a higher cost, so I'll sing. Yes, I'll sing. And it goes into what a poor wretched sinner I am. But yeah, that's kind of crazy. All that stuff. It's all on there. Man. So many good ones. Even ones that I don't even. Wow, there's a song in here that I don't even have chords to, and I don't remember writing it. I do remember one of my first gigs that I did, and this is kind of wild, but I literally had a buddy come, and we were only supposed to play for, I think, like maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half or something like that. I had like 25 songs. And he'd never heard him before, but he was a percussionist, so he just played along with me, which was so much fun. But the very first time that I played, I literally had a 3-ring binder, and I had all these songs that were just printed out. And it was 3 hours long, played nonstop the entire time. It was packed out in a coffee shop in my hometown. And I'm surprised that many people stuck around that long, because quite honestly, like, it was, it was wild. But man, I wish I had the chords for this one. There's one that's called In Your Blood. And thanks so much, Leslie. I appreciate that. Wow, the song's awesome. If you want to hear me and the bad version of me singing it, just look up Honest Music on Apple. Let's see. Yeah. Let me see if I can, because I don't know if this song actually ended up making it on a record yet. If it didn't, we're gonna have to, folks. I think the reason why I don't have chords with it is because I couldn't quite figure out. So here we go. We're going to make this up on the spot. You guys can tell me whether or not it's worth recording. Ugliness and death is what I've handed. My gift of sloppy mud is what I have laid. This black empty heart can't create enough beauty to me, all that you've raised. My best day isn't even close. My most perfect thought is still perverse. I have no hope to reach heaven without being fully immersed in your blood that makes my beautiful, beautiful. Your grace that frees my soul. There is nothing that I can do to save me, but believe and know your Son is enough. To the cross I cling, to be washed clean in your blood, in your blood. Blood, sweat, and tears as a child. Break my wayward and empty heart. When I fall on my knees, man, and you smile, 'cause in your blood that makes my beautiful, beautiful. Your grace that brings my soul. There is nothing that I can do to save me. But believing though your son is enough, to the cross I cling, to be washed clean in your blood, in your love. I don't fully understand your love. I don't fully grasp the righteousness of Christ, and how he sacrificed all for me. And to think my holiness is enough in your blood that makes my beautiful, beautiful. Your grace that frees my soul. There is nothing that I can do to save me, but believe and know your son is enough. To the cross I cling, to be washed clean in your love, in your blood. Not bad for just kind of making up chords on the spot. Oh man, so good. You want to hear a fun one? So this is, back in the day, had this song called In the Past. I gotta get my whistler out. Still listening tape decks in my Aero Star, way to tie the church and wash my car by hand. Grab the tire face to face and text across rooms, to have mixtapes with all my favorite tunes off the radio. Saturday was the day to work outside. I want the late life that I grew up in. The need to rush ahead to spend some time with Ken. Taking time to eat dinner as a family. Thanking God for meeting all your needs. Saying a prayer as I lay down at night. No matter what, it'll be alright. Perfectly content knowing time won't last. According to society, I live in the past. Vinyl's not a fabric, but what I listen to when our sisters and I would crank up the tunes in the living room. Mama cooked dinner when she got home. We'd set the table, never answer the phone during dinner time. Now I celebrate when my cell battery finally dies. I love the way of life that I grew up in. No need to rush ahead, just spend some time with Ken. Taking time to eat dinner as a family. Thanking God for meeting all your needs. Saying a prayer as I lay down at night. No matter what, it'll be alright. Slow down, stop moving so fast. We've only one life, so I rush through. Your family and friends are sure to miss you. I love the way of life that I grew up in. You need to rush ahead to spend some time with kin. Taking time to eat dinner as a family. Thanking God for meeting all your needs. Saying a prayer as I lay down at night. No matter what, it'll be alright. Perfectly content, no time won't last. According to society, I live in the past. Oh yeah, in the past. Yeah, that was a oldie. I don't know if I've ever actually played that and whistled at the same time. It's been so long since I played it. I just remember the whistling part was one that I actually like recorded. So it's like, oh, might as well. Let's see. We got the Bear fan, Roy. Good evening, friend. Thanks for being here. Deborah, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. Yep. I'm so glad I gotten back in touch with you. Yeah, for sure, Deborah. Thanks for being here. Your words mean so much to me always, in love and blessings, your friend Deborah. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you so much for being here. Super glad that my words have any bearing on your life at all, and can be at least a positive one at that. Linda McGinnis, good to see you, friend. Thanks so much for being here over on the YouTubes. The Bear fans over on my X channel as well. Not like rated X, like Twitter X. That anyway. Yeah, I broadcast this one Sunday nights. If you're in and around anywhere on Facebook or Twitter/X, YouTube, or like tonight, I'm trying it out on trying it over on Instagram as well. It seems like Instagram is, it's kind of funny. Uh, Instagram, I've got people who like join, stay for a couple seconds or a couple minutes maybe, and then bounce off. So I don't know. I don't know if it's like the wrong format or whatever. But anyway, it's going out there as well. My whole goal is just to hang out with you guys, answer any questions you have, and just give a chance to get connected. And then also, we're going to be giving away a virtual house show tonight as well, which is pretty cool. We already kind of know the one winner because they were the top of the leaderboard in the community over the past 30 days. And all you have to do is just participate in order to be able to be on the top leaderboard. So if you're interested, all you have to do is get in the traders community, which you can do by joining here, log in, and then actually just connect with people, and just be a light in somebody else's world. Can I yodel? Linda, no. And I'm sure, I mean, the whole like anything that's up in the higher register like that, I just have not unlocked my voice that way. Although if yodeling becomes like the next, I mean, I guess I could do like a yodeling record. That would be interesting. I don't know how many people would listen to it, because all the actual yodelers would be like, noob, and everybody else would be like, what is this? I could try. Deborah, that was one of your original. That was one of my favorites. Probably always will be. All right. Dear, back to your show. Love you. Yeah, was that for My God is Bigger or the In the Past one? In the past, like, I don't know if I've ever played that on a live stream since I've been doing this. Anyway, Janet Stallings, good to see you, friend. Thanks so much for being here. Oh, not a problem at all. I know other people, everybody's got stuff going on, and I just am super thankful and appreciative for everybody who's here. So thank you so much for being here. This is a lot of fun. I'm trying to think of any of the other ones that you guys might enjoy from the old days, of songs that I used to do from way back when. Because there's just a lot of fun ones. I played If Love Brought Me Here. And again, there's some of these that are like, oh man, like I don't even remember this song, but I apparently wrote it in February 19, 2008. Funny. Anyway, I'm just trying to look through. Man, some of these are so much fun. It's so much fun. Yeah. Anyway, I will find one. And if you guys have questions, please leave them in the chat. I'm doing everything that I can to answer questions well. Slow down. Yeah, I can do slow down. Let me pull that up here real quick. I've got some other stuff going on too. There's a brand new song that's coming out tomorrow for calendar holders. That's going to be a little interesting. I've been rushing to try to get it done. It's called Trust, and honestly, it's pretty. I want to say raw song to some degree. Not so much like. Well, the whole idea of it is, and the first two lines in it is, "Can I live Monday morning what I sang on Sunday night?" If that kind of gives you an indication of what that song is kind of like. But yeah, so Trust. If you have a calendar, the single release calendar, this bad boy, you guys can scan it tomorrow, and it will have a new song for the month of July, which is crazy that we are this far ahead of all the different songs and stuff. And yeah, Slow Down was one of the first song. Yeah, it was the first song of the year. Crazy how time's flying. Hey, Donna Boone, good to see you, friend. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us tonight. So, all right, this is Slow Down. This was January's song, and this was written actually for a friend. She was having a rough go at some different things, and I was just calling to see how she was doing, or texting. We were texting back and forth, and I just wanted to make sure she was doing okay. And she had just said that she had felt really overwhelmed, and I just asked her, what would you want to hear? Like, what would actually be helpful if somebody told you, what would you want to hear? And so she kind of basically said a lot of what Slow Down talks about. It's okay to be helped. You don't have to always do it by yourself. You're more than what you do. So a lot of people just take kind of their self-worth specifically from what they do. Either it's a job, a hobby, just physical activity in general. You're loved because you are you. God designed and created you unique on purpose. Your worth is built on the fact that God designed you and put breath in your lungs. And sometimes if we put too much weight on anything else in our life, we sometimes can start feeling less than what God's called us to, because we're rushing around too fast and we're starting to put our identity in something other than just being a child of God. So that's the song Slow Down. And here's what it sounds like when you actually sing it. Slow down, slow down, breathe in and breathe out, and just slow down. Breathe in and breathe out, just slow down. The sun comes up and the sun goes down. Time flies by without a sound. Rush and rush, never satisfied. So we burn out and we wonder why. Slow down, slow in and breathe out, and just slow down. It's okay to be helped. You have to do it all yourself. You're more than what you do. You are loved because you are you. So slow down, slow down. Breathe in and breathe out, and just slow down, slow down, slow down. Breathe in and breathe out, and just slow down. Rest and know you'll never be alone. Great suggestion there, Janet. Hey, Tim. Donna says, Tim says hi. Good singing. Thanks so much. Tell Tim I said hi. Donna and Tim are my good friends from down in Corpus Christi, Texas, which is almost, I guess, technically, northern Indiana is almost the top of the United States. We won't count Michigan above us, but almost on the exact opposite side of the country. Good to see you, friends. Thanks so much for being here. I do need to start popping in some wheel of names so we can get this thing rolling for y'all, because we have a giveaway to do, and it's almost to the top of the hour. So if you are excited about possibly winning a virtual show, which is basically this, except it's you and me on Zoom, and we have our first winner, which let me go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and put their name up, because they actually they already won based off of the fact that they actually are already, like, they were the number one person on. Let me make sure. Yeah, this is showing. Cool. Let me see if I can switch these. All right. Kim Ellis is the first winner on the 30-day leaderboard. She has 13 points. So super excited. She's been super active in the group, and has, there are a lot of you guys that have been super active in the group recently, and just super excited. And let me just double check the leaderboard. Yep. So Kim Ellis is going to win the virtual house show with me, and for the month of June. And what we need to do is we are actually going to grab some of these other names, and we're going to put them on the wheel of names. And I'm not going to put my name in there because you guys, like, me playing a show for myself would be really weird. So basically, this is going to be everybody who has actually been active in the last month in the group. I'm going to copy their names, and we're going to slap them on the wheel of names. And whoops, I totally did not actually copy them. I just kind of, here we go, copied, paste it into the wheel of names, and now we're going to have to do this. And for this time, if you guys want to be a part of the Wheel of Names, go ahead and just put a. I don't know if we want to do like a. I don't know. What do you want to write in the chat? And then if you comment in the chat, I will put your name on the Wheel of Names so that we can have some more people potentially be winners. And yeah, we'll be giving some a virtual house show away tonight, which is going to be a lot of fun. I love doing house shows. They are honestly like one of my favorite thing in the world, because even though I enjoy doing the crazy cool stuff and that sort of thing, it definitely is really fun to be able to just connect with people, which is what I really love doing. So let's see. So yeah, if you want to be included on the Wheel of Names, which I will show you what that looks like because it's kind of cool. The Wheel of Names. Dun, 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 dun. So if you want to be included on the Wheel of Names, go ahead and drop a comment and say, pick me. Yeah, type pick me in the comments and I'll put you on the Wheel of Names, and you'll be entered to win, which I might as well show you, because that would actually be helpful, wouldn't it? So if you go to matt.fawcettmusic.com and you do house show, I actually do quite a few different house shows. And the cool part about that is, so if you come to matt.fawcettmusic.com /, I have a whole thing and how much fun it is actually at Janet's house with her family. And actually, all these pictures behind it are from doing different house shows and things, and pictures from people, which is pretty awesome. So where can you do a house show? Literally anywhere. It could be in your living room, community center, backyard, front porch, local park, your yacht, church, your friend's house, as long as you tell them about it. If you have it at a friend's house and they don't know, it's probably not going to be a great... You might not be friends very long if they don't like my music. Let's see. We got Janet Stallings, Pick Me, sweet. David Packer Wilson, I'm in, cool. I'll put you guys on here. And all right, cool. If anybody else wants to get in on this, let's see. Carrie. Oh, sweet. I don't know how to pronounce your last name, Carrie, but I'll put the last initial. That way I don't totally mess it up. Because it's got a lot of those like French, New Orleans type letters in there, which I think is just supposed to be like Gadot. Maybe I probably pronounced that completely wrong. Anyway, go ahead and keep, type in the chat, pick me or I'm in, one of those two. And I'm going to show you a little bit more about the house shows. So house shows can happen literally anywhere you want them to. And when you choose your show, there's 3 different types that I'm doing. There's the virtual house show. It's $4.97. It's an hour where we jump on Zoom together. So you guys actually can talk to me. I can talk to you. And then I just play a show for you, which is a lot of fun. So you can ask about different songs. You can choose what songs I do, that sort of thing. So that's $4.97. All you have to do is click book now, and it literally will ask you what date and time you want the show. And then I show up with my guitar. So really pretty easy on that one. The in-person house show, there's only 5 that are going to be at this price, but it's $14.97 plus travel. And when you book now, when you click this, it will actually take you to a survey to ask you a couple of questions about who you are, where you are, so I can look at what travel costs and everything are going to be, and then you'll book a time where we'll get on a phone together and chat about it, so that way I can tell you exactly what travel will be, so there's no surprises or that sort of thing. So the $4.97 one, sorry, I should have said this, the virtual house show, you do that. It does ask for a credit card when you're booking it in order to be able to hold the date. The in-person house show, once I get those survey back from you as that you're interested, we will actually talk about dates, and then travel plus half is due on the call. so that we can make sure at least travel, and then we can work it out or whatever on the phone call. But travel needs to be paid for before I start buying like plane tickets, or before I leave. That way I can make sure that I actually don't buy tickets that end up going nowhere and I go nowhere. So there's only 5 available at that price, the $14.97, and the price is going up. So if you're interested at all, you should definitely get on the schedule. It does not mean that you have to do it this month or next week, but again, that's limited pricing for the first 5. And then the whole international celebration show, this one basically is the exact same as the in-person house show, but instead of doing the $14.97 plus travel, you just need to I think the best way that you need to help get 20 kids sponsored through Holt International. So this one will actually go to a calendar where we'll talk on the phone, and I'll tell you a little bit more about Holt International. I'll give you kind of the lowdown on how that works, how you can actually do that, and then also make sure that you understand, what the requirements are and that sort of thing. Once you get 20 kids sponsored through you, then I literally come out to your house. We do a house show, and it's more of a celebration of the fact that you are helping change 20 kids' lives. That does not mean that you need to sponsor them all. It means that you need to help other people. So your friend group, church, could be your Sunday school class, your family, friends, all that stuff. If you get 20 kids sponsored and you're the point person for it, then I'll come out and play a live in-person house show for you, which would be pretty fun. So Tiffany McCartney, I'm glad I'm back. I always enjoy listening to you. Well, thanks so much. I'm glad you're back too. So if anybody else wants to get in on the Wheel of Names for the house show, let me know, because I'm going to put the final few names in here. If anybody else wants to, just say I'm in or pick me, and we will put your name on there and spin. And then what's going to happen is you and Kim, we're going to figure out a time that works best to do this. My guess is probably going to be in the evening, and then we'll just do the concert together. It'll be fun. And if you're interested in winning next month as well, all you have to do is log into the traders community, which you can join the community up there. But the traders community, if I just show you guys what it looks like, it's really pretty cool. Like, you can come in here, introduce yourself so we know who we're talking with. But then I do these daily check-ins all throughout the week in the daily check-in spot. So Fun Shirt Friday, which this is weird. I'm wearing the same. This is an overshirt, so I wore it on Friday, and apparently I'm wearing it on Sunday too, because I love 3/4 length sleeve t-shirt hoodie things. This is actually my brother-in-law gave this one to me because he was done wearing it, and I love him for it. I get a lot of hand-me-downs from him, and they're always the coolest. He shops at much cooler places than I do. But we also have a prayer request section here where you can come in and literally just write any prayer requests, and we want to help you and pray for you specifically, so everybody can see this. So you can also give prayer updates as well in here too. Of course, Motivational Mondays are posted in here in the Motivational Monday, so you can actually come through and listen to all of them, leave your comments on it as well. And then any sort of announcements that I have, so like the 3-way private concerts, the ability to be able to win the free concert, kind of talks more details about that. And then any ideas that you have. If you're like, oh, this would be really cool, I'd love for you to do this, you can come in here and do that as well. And the cool part is, if you just click up here and you're like, oh, I want to introduce myself, you can easily just click where you want it to post to. And then if you want it to go to prayer requests, you just do prayer requests. Now, if you're already in prayer requests here and you do the what's on your mind thing, it's already going to lock it in here, so you can't change that. So, but if you're just in the home section, you can post anywhere you want to. So it's really cool. This does take you to my main website, merch store. And then if you want to help support what I do as far as career-wise, you can do that there. And then there's also a little soundboard tab of something I was kind of messing with. So, all right. Last call. If you are interested in getting on the Wheel of Names to win a virtual house show concert, just type in either pick me or I'm in the chat, and we will spin the Wheel of Names. I do want to tell you guys a little bit. I was very much challenged. What day was it? Last Wednesday, I had a phone call with someone, And they challenged me to come up with a really, really cool event and said, hey, you really need to do this for your fans. It's going to be awesome. And this will also help you, you know, be able to serve your family better too. And part of that was, might as well just tell you the whole story. Basically, it's a real short story. A lot of you guys knew that my washer died like 4 or 5 weeks ago, whenever that was. I wrote a story about it in my emails that I sent out to you. It had a lot of people who were super gracious, and one person actually over in Dayton who said, hey, if you don't have one by July, let me know. I've got one for you. It's like, oh, cool. Appreciate it. So it took 3 weeks, but I eventually found one that one worked and was cheap enough for us to get it. And the reason why it was cheap enough was because it was on Facebook Marketplace and it was somebody else's used stuff they were just trying to get rid of. And it was a really vulnerable moment for me when talking with this individual on the phone call, because I said, you know, it just was really it was really kind of gut wrenching as a man and a husband and a father to know that, like, something broke. I'm supposed to be the provider and protector of the family. Having the washing machine break means it makes my wife's job harder, as far as being able to help keep the clothes clean and keep the house picked up and that sort of thing. And I didn't have enough money to actually just be able to go buy another one. And so that's part of the reason why it took so long to find one. It's not because I was being super picky and stingy about it. It was just trying to find one that was cheap enough that could at least wash clothes. And so what she said was, you need to use that to go and, like, that emotion, that feeling of feeling, you know, the way that you do. You need to take that and use it. So every day you get up, I want you to be reminded of that. So she had me go, and I walked over to my washer and I wrote in Sharpie on the side of it, so I would see it every single time I walked past. And what I wrote was the phrase, you playing small won't serve the world. I used to have an old t-shirt back in high school by a surf company out in California. And when you flip the shirt kind of like down by the bottom of it, if you flipped it over and held it in your hand, it had that quote. It said, you playing small won't serve the world. And what she challenged me with was basically like, you're really comfortable doing stuff in a really small way. You've done it for a long time. It's easy for you. It's easy to get on live streams. It's easy to show up at winery and, you know, brewery gigs. It's easy to show up to small churches. It's easy, but it's not providing for your family. It's not providing for you. So you're staying small on purpose, and by doing that, you're not serving more people. And you can't serve more people because instead of being able to pull them up, because I told her about my whole mission and vision for music in general is to comfort the afflicted and confront the comfortable, to help people grow. She's like, that's great that you want to do that. You can't help people grow if you're also standing there trying to get people, you can't help people up the ladder that you're still trying to climb yourself, basically. So I had a project that was due to send her on Friday about a really cool event to do like a weekend getaway for fans to come out and basically, go in the studio with me or record a song with me. Be limited to like 10 people. It would be really expensive, but it would be something that literally would help me continue to provide for my family and to actually be able to serve a lot more people. And so I'm still working on all the details for that, but essentially like be like flying on Friday, wherever we are, whether that's in Nashville, whether it's up here, or whether it's actually at the camp that I grew up going to as a kid. Fly on Friday, hang out, talk, possibly play some board games, have all food would be taken care of. All travel, once you're there, would be taken care of. And then basically Saturday, get up, do some just morning routine stuff that I do that have been super helpful in my life, as far as getting up, taking a walk, reading scripture, doing a small devotional, and then having breakfast together. That again is all cooked and made for us, and then working on a song, whether that's us writing it together or that's us, recording a song that I've already written that needs like gang vocal parts or parts that you could actually play with and sing with. And then after that, it would go to lunch. After lunch, they'd have activities in the afternoon, and depending on whether it's going to be, the at camp, we could do like high rope stuff, zip line, climbing the rock wall, swimming, low rope stuff, like team building activities, that sort of stuff. So there's that. If we go to Nashville, I actually have the guy who built my electric guitar, my custom built guitar, which is absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. He built this for me a couple of years ago, and he offered that we can actually go visit him, and he can show you like how he builds guitars and does that stuff, and possibly do like a tour of Studio B, Country Music Hall of Fame, that sort of thing. And then Saturday night after dinner would be a concert. So just be those 10 people, me playing a show, acoustic, and then hanging out by the bonfire Saturday evening. And then Sunday morning, get up, have another devotional, eat breakfast, and then help people get back to the airport to go on their merry way. But in that, being able to do some really cool special things. So that's something that I'm working on. Is not in the books yet, but I just know that it's also going to probably hit a different demographic of people, which is okay. Everything that I do is not necessarily for, like, don't feel bad for not participating in everything I do. I do a lot of different things for my fans on purpose so that I can do everything possible to serve where everybody is. The unfortunate part is right now, I did not plan on talking about any of this stuff tonight, but right now I can't do a lot of things for free because I'm barely taking care of my family. As I can figure out ways to be able to bring an income in while doing music and being able to serve people and being able to serve you guys, there's more ability for me to be able to do things, and not have them, have you guys pay for it, or do it. And my desire is, like, I would love just to go out and do everything that my place, say yes to absolutely everything. The unfortunate truth is there's a lot of things that I can't say yes to because it would mean that I'd have to sacrifice a lot of my family, to do that, whether time wise or financial wise, to be able to make it happen. So anyway, long story short, I'm doing the best that I can. I would really, really covet your guys' prayers. I would love for you to be a part of the prayer community, specifically. It's literally $2 a month, $24 a year. And if we can get a lot of people in there, which is kind of the goal, the more the merrier. If we can get a ton of people in there, the huge benefit of that is then I can do a lot more things, and make it a lot more accessible. So anyway, that's available for you there. Again, if anybody wants to jump in on the Wheel of Names real quick to get this virtual house show, let me know. Let's see. The Bear fan said, you just want me to help paint the bus. I mean, the funny thing is, like, I really like the old patina on the bus. And I don't know if it's just because, like, I'm just so used to, like, the pinstriping and stuff on there, or that I'm scared to death that as soon as I go to paint it or, like, wrap it or something like that, somebody's going to be like, no, like, the paint's not going to stick. And it's just going to be a wormhole of, like, other issues and problems. But that being said, I really like the way the bus looks right now. So who knows? Maybe someday when I actually get the bus stuff or whatever, I can, I'll paint like the actual tour bus to look like that bus or something. How funny would that be? Tiffany, how much is the virtual house show? The virtual house shows are $497. Here, I'll share share it real quick so you can see it. So the 1 hour virtual concert on Zoom is $4.97. And those are, again, you can sign up and do those whenever you want to. I will, or I can. Let me see if I've got the house show stuff. I'll just drop it in the chat. That way you can go check that stuff out. Here's hoping I can actually see my fingers enough. /house show. There you go. Yep. So matt.fawcettmusic.com/house show. And you can go check out those options. And if you want to do a virtual house show for $4.97, awesome. If you want to do an in-person one, even more awesomer. Again, there's only going to be 5 available at that $14.97 price point before the price goes up. And yeah, you should get in on it. So that being said, let's go ahead and just do this wheel names thing. We'll give it away because I got to go pump up my daughter's tires, apparently. That's what she was in here asking me about, was her car or her bike tires were flat. It's a bummer. So, all right. Let me get over to the wheel of names real quick. I'm going to share this, and we will spin to see who a three-way email type thing. And we will figure out exactly what time is best for being able to do it. And I am super, super pumped. I'm just double sure that I didn't miss any comments anywhere from somebody who wanted to join. Does not look like it. Looks like we are free, clear to go. All right, cool. So we're going to click to spin the wheel of names, and I have no idea who is going to win, but we'll find out. Trisha S. Congratulations. Trisha, are you here right now? If you are, you should say hello in the chat. So Trisha, you were in the traders community, and you and Kim, we're going to get together, and actually, I'll probably just do it through the traders community, and we'll connect and make sure that we can, get this house show going. It's going to be a lot of fun. So super, super thankful for all of you guys. You guys are awesome, and really, really thankful that you guys are here, that you're a part of it. If you want to win a virtual house show, then you definitely can do that. You just need to go into the traders community and just connect with people. The points literally go up by you just interacting with other people. That's literally all you have to do. So super, super easy to do. And it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of really cool people that are in there. So with that said, if anybody has any other questions for me, feel free to leave them in the chat. Would love to answer any of them before I got to head out and go pump up my daughter's bike tires, so that she can, well, it's probably a little bit late now. I'm sure tomorrow morning she'll be place. Thank you guys. I really love to do this stuff and be able to hang out with you guys every Sunday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time zone. We'll be here again, so always feel free to come. There is Wednesday afternoon at 4. I've been doing Zoom meet and greets, and a lot of that's just been to like get people in the loop, let them know specifically about making sure they got into the traders community, letting them know how they can get the most of it. And we got a brand new song that's coming out tomorrow for all the calendar holders. So if you got your calendar, make sure you get it out. And man, like Reason Why is already done. Rising Tide was the last one, and Trust is coming out to calendar holders tomorrow. Public release for it is going to be on the 8th. So if you want to hear it before anybody else does, snag your calendar. Those are available in the merch store, and or you can send me a message and I will get you the link for it and everything else. I still have a handful of those left for the year. And of course, if a bunch of people want them, like I'll print more of them. But it's pretty cool because you can scan the QR code on every single month and actually go to the landing page specifically for that song. So lots of new stuff coming. I got a new system too that I am finishing up where you guys will actually get an acoustic version of a song for free as a download just for inviting other people to be a part of the community. So more on that later in the coming week because I got to finish this song first and then work on that song so I can get that out to you guys. But thank you so much for all your love and support. You guys are absolutely fantastic and awesome. I appreciate every single one of you for being here and for allowing me to be able to connect with you through my community and through connecting with each other. That's actually one of the coolest things that I think that God has done with this community is allowing you guys to actually connect with each other. And yeah, he's just brought us all together, which is awesome. So thanks so much for being here. You're creating goal through writing music is to comfort the afflicted and confront the comfortable, allow you to walk in that purpose that God has called you to. So thanks so much for the love and support. If you want to support me financially, you can always get in touch with me and be able to do that. That $2 community is kind of the main way. But of course, there are and have been some people who have been super, super gracious in supporting a lot more than that above and beyond. And that just allows me to continue to focus on writing the best music I can, recording it so that it can touch more people's lives throughout the entire world. So thanks so much. Have an awesome rest of your Sunday night. Have a fantastic Monday. And just be looking out for that Motivational Monday video. That'll be going live on Facebook as well as in the traders community. Or I'm sorry, not on Facebook. It'll be going live on YouTube and in the traders community. So it's a great way to, on Monday, you feel like, you got a case of the Mondays or something like that. It's a great way to feel connected with other people and to know that you are not alone. So that is what I'm all about in this group, is making sure that people understand you are not alone. And appreciate you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your Sunday night. I love you. And we will see you guys next time.